Okay. Now tell me what are the execute non-query. Next, execute scalar, execute reader. Right, these are the important methods. But here only one method. What is that method? If you want to make any changes in the database, only one method. What is that method? Save changes. Only one method. Save changes. That's all. Simple. So whether it can be insert or update or delete or whatever it is, so save changes. Whenever you want to make changes in the database table, save changes. That's all. Okay. Now, once the data is changed, what you need to do? You should know, right, whether the data is really changed or not. How you will know? You will ask your end user to go and write select star from in database. They will not be knowing end users, correct? So what you will do? You have to redirect the users to first page, means this page, patient list page. How will you redirect the user to first page? You know already. Response dot redirect to, what is my page name? Patient list dot ASP. Yes, so response dot redirect of patient list dot ASPX. Okay, now user will be redirected to this page, so user will get the complete data. Now let us verify whether it is happening properly or not. Let me execute my code. Okay. Now user is directly coming to create patient page because create patient URL is open. Now what I'll do, I will call that create patient.aspx function. Sorry, page. Now request will go to this page, that is create patient.aspx. Automatically this code will be executed. Create patient.aspx.cs. Why the proper user interface is not applied? You tell me.
Path.
Because we have not inserted the, or we have not attached the CSS file. Okay, bootstrap file. So that is the reason why you are getting the worst possible UI. So what I should do? Attach the CSS file. Bootstrap. Bootstrap will make us get good looking UI. Okay, go to header, link it. That's all. Done. This time I think you should get good looking UI. Let us see. Yes, good looking UI. Okay, but anyhow the controls are not coming so much properly. Okay, so even there is a problem here. So I'll just make small changes to my code again. See, whenever I am creating control, it is recommended to use CSS class and a form control class. It will give you good looking control. Okay, done. Now let us see the user interface. Yeah. So good looking UI is coming. PID, FNAME text box. So neatly appearing. Now I'll do insert operation. So I don't know what are the records present in my database. 1 to 9 is there. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9 is there. I'll try to insert 10th record. Okay. So patient ID 10. 10. Maybe age 89 and then O positive. Actually, you have to use drop down list here, that you will be knowing. But anyhow, I click on insert. Once I click on insert, definitely call is going here. I am reading the data. Okay. The entity type patient is not part of the model for the current context. Okay. Why it is happening? Because I changed the table name. Okay. So that is why it is creating too many problems. Right. You are correct. So where exactly I need to change? Wherever patients is there, I have to change that class name to everywhere patients. I don't know where exactly it is present. I'll just go back to lowercase only, so that I'll not have any problem. There is a way to give the correct, get the naming conventions properly. Okay. So later I'll do that. I changed actually in the patient class. I changed the definition to capital P. That is where the problem is. So looks everything is fine now. Let us verify. Again, I'll insert the data. I'll try to insert the data. So since we made changes to my database table, so that is where it is giving error. There is a way to rectify this, but anyhow, it is unwanted. Let us concentrate on this insert operation. So let me give patient ID 10. Maybe. Age 79, blood group O positive. I click on insert. Data is coming here. So this time, let us see. Yeah, so save changes is called. Yeah, I think now you must be able to see the changes in your database table. Let us verify. See, 10 Madhusudana 79 O positive is coming into my database. Then because of this redirection technique, so user will be redirected to the first page. Again, we are fetching the fresh data from database. We are displaying it in the table. So you are getting 10. Okay. So again, you have to link this user interface with that other page. How will you link? Normally, you give create patient link over here. So that will be redirecting user to the create patient page. Here in the patient list, immediately after this grid view control, create a label ASP colon, sorry, not label, ASP link button, or maybe I can create hyperlink. A href is equals to create patient.aspx, create patient. Let me verify. See, there should be a link between this page and the other page. Okay, create patient page. That is the reason why I created my hyperlink. Now you are getting create patient hyperlink. Whenever the user clicks on this, user will be redirected to the first view. Yes. Okay. So when the user performs the insert operation, clicks on, again I am redirecting user to the second view. Okay. I click on insert. Yes, user is redirected. Now you can see Hyder Ali. Okay. So something like this. So you can able to make the user interface. Okay. Now, okay. So we understood how to fetch the entire data and we understood how to perform the insert operations. What next? Okay, what next? Next one is implementing update operation and then delete operation. Okay, so how will you implement that update operation and delete operation? Obviously, so I recommend you to create a separate view for that. Okay, so there I recommend you to implement the update and delete operation, right? So yeah, you create button delete and then you try to implement the uh, update and then delete. Okay, so instead of creating separate views, I will go to the first view only. So there only I will allow the user to perform the update and delete operations. I create one more button for update, one more button for delete. Even for search also I can do pm update, then delete, here update, then delete. Here these method names cannot be insert update, insert. I create new function for update and delete. So I go here. I will create new methods. Actually, when you double click on the button, you will get the corresponding methods. So you go for update, then you go for delete. It's actually not recommended to create the methods like this. You go and double click on the button, it create. Only thing is you remove that when you are creating new button, remove this part and then double click. Then it will give the appropriate method. You remove this and double click, it will generate the automatically method. Okay. Now what we need to do here, we need to perform the update operation. Okay. Now after this, we will try to perform the delete operation. I have given delete button. So what is really required for a delete operation? Only PID. So I will get PID from the user interface. Then I will create patient object. I'll give patient ID. Then I will delete the patient object from the context. So DB context object. Instead of add, what I need to do? I have to use remove. So remove the particular object. As the patient. Automatically it will remove that corresponding patient. Once the data is getting removed, you call the save changes. Entity context dot save changes method. Once the data is saved, again you redirect the users to this, to the first page. Let us verify whether this operation is happening properly or not. I'll try to delete this last guy whom I have inserted. I think I have inserted this 11th patient last. So I'll try to delete that 11th patient. I'll give 11 and I'll click on delete. So call is coming to delete function. If everything goes fine, that object must be deleted. Why it is not deleting? PID 11 is there. Okay. So first we have to execute this one. Then only you will get the data. From here you come because the entities will be filled with that data. Let me do this. If there is a problem, obviously we can able to rectify that problem. There is no doubt. Then I'll go to machine. If any problem is there, definitely we'll write the code. We'll implement it. So almost I am done today. Yeah, so we are getting error. So we will be continuing from tomorrow. Right. So I'm almost done because I have further classes. So this problem we will rectify tomorrow. Okay. So it is just simple problem only. So you have to map the data properly. Right. Thank you. So what time is your class tomorrow? So what time is your class?
12 o'clock.
All right. Same way. So same 12 o'clock only because I have morning classes. So that is the reason why I'm not able to take at 9:30. So whatever. Yeah. So tomorrow I will see you. Not 9:30. Was Karthik Kumar 9, not 9:30. It is at 12 o'clock and 12 o'clock only. So tomorrow class 12. Right. So I'm done today. So tomorrow we'll be continuing. Anyhow, so we will send this recording to you. So by looking at this recording, I recommend you to implement the code. Okay, that will be better. Thank you. Thank you all. So I will see you tomorrow, 12 o'clock. Thank you all. Bye bye. Thank you.